Hi, this is Genevieve from Kent Lake's Herbaceutikals. We're right in mid-April and 4 weeks away from our last frost date here in New York. It's about time to sow seeds of fruit-bearing summer crops, but the moon is waning in the sign of Aquarius, and the cold crops are growing their third true leaves. So, it's a good time to thin those seedlings. In this video, I will show you my method of making paper pots and getting young seedlings into them. Okay, so we're back. And I made a bunch of paper pots. So this is definitely something, if you have a lot of seedlings to thin out, you might want to make the pots on one day and actually do the thinning another day, because it takes a bit of time. So today, it's getting dark soon. I'm probably just going to do the red Russian kale today. They look the most hardy, and I know they are. So see, I can kind of break it up in here a bit, kind of see where the roots are. So I just slid my hand right under and I pulled out a chunk, and just gonna kind of feel around and do it, naturally. So I just broke off a piece, and they kind of stick to each other. They like to hug each other a bit. So, alright. Got that one part. Just do it real slow and kind of feel it out. And these two are really close together. These two are really close. Just gonna go really slow. Kind of break up the dirt a bit so the roots can separate. And feel that they're tangled at the bottom. So I feel like I broke it like the closest point to the bottom. So this is the root I'm left with, and believe it or not, this plant will thrive still. So I'm just gonna try and make a space down at the bottom and crumble some of this soil in. Try to keep the plant in the middle. And again, you wanna bury it up into the first set of leaves. So you might want to poke a little hole in the bottom and stick the plant in. And this is some more of the soil that it grew up in. Just gonna put some of that in there. Oh, that's the other plant. That's alright. It's pretty buried. You can see in there, there's still about a ½ inch between the stem or the soil level and that first set of leaves. So just gonna be careful and scoot some more soil in around it. Just bury it. You don't have to be precise. This isn't like anything scientific. Because again, I'm gonna, when you plant it in the ground, you can, plant it deeper or whatever, but I think this is good. And when you water it, whatever dirt will, come off. So again, I have my 10-20 trays over here, and I'm just gonna plop it in. And now I'm gonna go to this seedling that's just begging to be planted. Just hanging out. And it's good if you can kind of bury the roots deep enough so that the first set of leaves are, like kind of towards the top of your pot, your paper pot. Just gonna stabilize the plant a bit. Get soil in. So I just put in a little bit at a time and press it down. The plant will develop new roots along that lanky stem it had. And I had these plants under lights, and I tried to keep the light about anywhere from like 2 to like 4 or 6 inches away at all times. And I was a little slow with the fan. Like you probably want to put the fan on them right away, but I think I waited a little bit before I put the fan. But you definitely want to have a fan on your seedlings so they grow strong, especially if they're going to be indoors growing for quite some time. And the weather is so unreliable. You know, you really got to watch it because one day it's warm, one day it's cold, one night it's warm, another night, you know, it drops below freezing. So I like to just keep them inside until the weather stabilizes, so I don't make a mistake and leave them outside on like a freezing cold night. And I've definitely had these young plants, seedlings, go through a frost in the cold frame, and you know, they'll survive it, but it definitely slows them down a bit. So this one's a little curved. That looks about good though. And I like to do this in my cold frame, so whatever soil that falls, you know, just falls right in here. So it's fine. It's not getting wasted, or, you know, it's no cleanup really involved. So it's good to do this somewhere where you already want soil to fall around. So this is pretty much how it's going to go. It takes some time, so just make sure you have enough time to do this. And, you know, that's how you feed out your seedlings. You just keep going with it until they're all planted, and then I'll probably water them shortly after this.